back, everybody. I forget if I said it in the last video, but hope everybody enjoyed their holidays. It is now officially 2023. So with that being said, this beautiful beat up yellow jacket is going to be my pride and joy for a very long time until I save up the money to do Bonnie. So that being said, there's a couple things obviously that need to be taken care of on this car. One of the first things I would like to do, it has been very nice out near me in Jersey, but I want to say within the next 3 or 4 days, it's supposed to get back down near freezing. Now, when I put the new radiator in the car, I only filled the system with water just because it's been like 50, 60 degrees out. So I went and got some 50/50 coolant. So I'm going to drain all the water, or drain whatever water I can out of the system, throw in as much coolant as possible. So that'll be safe. I also picked up some oil, and since I don't have a front bumper, you can reach everything for the oil change from the front, so without having to jack the car up at all or whatever. So figure I'll knock both of those things out tonight. And then I also wouldn't mind trying to rig up the other headlight into the car, just so it looks more like a car, if you will. Yeah, and then if I have time, I wouldn't mind cleaning up the interior a little bit. Not doing anything crazy, but just actually, you know, a little bit of cleaning. And the passenger seat belt does not click. So, you know, I'm okay with the airbags not being a thing. You know, obviously I've had older cars, you know, they're pretty sketchy. So if the seat belts work, that would be nice. The driver's side's fine, but passenger side doesn't work. So God forbid something ever happens with Audrey in the car or any sort of passenger, it'd be nice to know that the seatbelt's going to hold. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so I've been letting the car cool for a while since I went and actually picked up all my fluids. But yeah, so I have this off right now, and I can definitely tell it's still gonna be pretty damn hot, so I'm not looking forward to this. I'm probably just gonna pop that bottom rad hose. Oh, yeah, that big old girl down there. So I'll pop the big black hose, and we'll see how much drains out. Oh my god. And kind of go from there with the coolant situation. But I think before I do that, I'm going to let the engine drain of oil, just so when I do spill a lot of hot water on the ground, I don't have to lay in it to do the oil change. So I'll take care of the oil change first, and then we'll tackle the coolant. So it's actually easier to get to that lower rad hose if I pop the intake. If I pop this off, I kind of just twist it. Now I have pretty decent access down to that pipe. So let's see if I can burn the living hell out of myself. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, she's tight. She's tight. All right. Yeah, something like that, maybe. It's definitely gonna go everywhere. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. She's a pisser, eh? Wow. Alrighty, so oil change is done. You can actually see, got the new filter, wiped up the pan a little bit, got the drain plug in there tight, and I put in 6 quarts of Castrol Edge 5W30. I used the pH 3506 Fram Extra Guard filter. Wish I was sponsored, but I am not. So I'm gonna run this for, like I said, probably anywhere from 3,000 to 3,500 miles. With the kind of abuse that, you know, this car takes and is going to take, you know, I like to kind of keep up on maintenance like that. So now that that's all taken care of, fresh start with that. I'm gonna try throwing this headlight on so that I at least have 2. And then after that, we're gonna do some coolant. So I'm just using 50/50 Prestone down there. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can rig this headlight up into here. And, you know, basically the whole purpose of doing 2 headlights, aside from people being able to see me easier, is I'm going to give myself brownie points for having more of a car, if you will. So let's get at it. Probably gonna end up doing the same exact thing as this. Alrighty, we have a second headlight. It is ratchet strapped in. This one fits a lot nicer and tighter than the other side, but put the lights on. You can see the other one is kind of just nowhere to be found, but this one at least seems like it's kind of straight. So we'll have to see after we fill it with coolant, and then we're gonna take it for a rip, and yeah, see if I can break anything else. But I guess I should also just that looks good to me. And I wouldn't also, I really wouldn't mind putting the battery mount back in to some extent, but the AC is not hooked up, so it's really not the end of the world. So it kind of is laying down over there. All the connections are still solid-ish, so yeah, it's kind of whatever. That's another day's of work. But yeah, let me open up my garage door and we'll start filling this thing with coolant. All right, so I threw in a whole gallon so far. Yeah, you can see it's just right above that, right about that line. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna fire up the car. I may or may not have spilled some. We are going to fire this little girl up and crank the heat. And then what that will do, if I can flip the key, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on the coolant. It's gonna wanna suck some down. So I'll keep topping off, and then at some point, it'll stop taking all of it in. But right now, it's gonna be running through the heater core, running through the engine, through the radiator and whatnot. So she's gonna be running for a little while. You can see it already sucked it down a little bit, so I'm going to add a little bit more. If we look for leaks, that's from me spilling it, but we're looking good. So, like I said, I'm just going to play the game of sitting here and choking on carbon monoxide and letting it keep sucking coolant as I put more in. Built any temp yet. The area is a little bit warm coming out of the vents, and I've already added a little bit more of the my other jug, and right now we're just about cold full. I'm going to leave it here until it tries to take some more down, and yeah, let it run. I believe with the way the car is sitting, that is the highest point, so it should be bleeding from there, so we shouldn't have any air trapped anywhere else.